So you didn't get your apology, so you don't
So
score the
you
penalty.
missed the penalty. Like it doesn't even make
Doesn't make any
sense.
sense. West Ham is going to go on relegation, and I've seen it.
He said it last week
West Ham,
again.
with what I've seen, you guys don't get a corner. That means you are not going to score a goal. How?
One of my friends was like, West Ham want to play beautiful football with Suchek.
Yeah, no, but that's true. How? How do you do that?
Hi everyone, welcome to Good Angle Sports, specifically the weekend angle, where we do a spotlight on all the games from the weekend. Okay, my name is Donald, and I'm joined by
Myron.
All right, Charlie. So we are here again after last week. This weekend, a lot of stuff happened. A lot of results, a lot of fan bases crashing out, some fan bases too over celebrating. But it's all in good fun. So we are here again. But please, before we get into it, please subscribe to Good Angle Sports on YouTube, okay? And follow us on all our socials at Good Angle Sports, okay? And whatever your opinion is, please don't hesitate to drop it in the comment section and give our videos a like, okay? All right, so Charlie, Myron,
Yes.
I'm back.
We're back.
Charlie, how you feeling?
All good, bro.
All good.
It's been a hectic weekend.
Charlie, bro, me today I can't run. I can't run today. So, like I said, a lot of results, mixed bag results. Charlie, some fan bases happy, some not too happy.
Yeah.
I think it's only fair that we start from one place. Your Manchester United.
My Manchester United.
Charlie, so what was your take on first of all, the lineup again? Let's start from there. How did you feel when you saw that lineup again?
So I think the lineup was a pretty straightforward lineup. He started everyone I was expecting him to start, except Sesko.
Okay.
I think I made this point the other day. I don't know why he's still resting Sesko. Everyone is throwing their strikers right into the action, and then we have Sesko who needs time to adjust according to the coach. It's Manchester United. There's no time for adjusting.
And the trouble that we went through to get him as well. For me, I was also kind of disappointed that he didn't start. The second game, at least he's gotten a feel of the environment. So this would be a good time to start him. It's Fulham as well.
He's had another full week of training too.
Exactly. So
he should know what the Premier League entails by now, in my opinion. Yeah. But let's see how it goes. I mean, the lineup was pretty straightforward, as I said. I liked every bit of it, to be honest.
Except the
Sesko bit. But then, in game, I think, as usual, United started. United always starts games pretty fast.
Yeah.
So the first 10-15 minutes is the United everyone expects. Exactly. The United everyone expects. We only see it in the first 10 to 15 minutes. After that is back to basics. Back to factory settings, and it's getting frustrating. Everybody's complaining. I speak to my boys, and everybody's. We have a group, the Manchester United group. Yeah. They can rant. You might think they're having problems with their wives. It's too much. You are not seeing what Mbeumo is doing. You are not seeing what anybody is doing on the field. Same old Bruno Apito doing what he does best.
Like he got a lot of back after the game. People were talking about how he's still over complaining about.
And rightly so.
He came out and said that the referee threw him off and stuff.
It was nonsense. He was saying.
No one cares about that. Just get back in the game. Finish the penalty.
So you didn't get your apology, so you don't score the penalty.
That doesn't make any sense. But that's also a big part of the conversation. Like Bruno, we know is naturally like an attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
He not under normal circumstances he should be playing where Cunha played.
In my opinion, he's being played in the wrong position by Amorim.
Amorim feels like he can play there. Amorim actually said that he feels like he doesn't play him in those attacking positions because he's not disciplined in holding his position. That's why he thinks he can play there, in the deeper role. What are your thoughts on that change? Do you think Bruno should continue to play there, or?
I think he should be moved further forward. But if you as a coach, you are saying your player isn't disciplined, what are you trying to tell us? Discipline
Exactly.
him.
It's a bad look.
I
Right?
mean, we are personally, I'm from an African place. If someone needs discipline, he should be disciplined. What do you mean by he isn't disciplined in his position?
You can't say it.
If such a player is playing for Pep Guardiola, he'll be on the bench.
Exactly.
You are told to do when you are told to do what to do, you just stick to that.
City at some point, Kevin De Bruyne was coming from.
Yeah, because you are not doing what your coach is telling you to do, and the coach is going to face all the stick. You know,
there's a
you the
lot
boys
of
on the
talk.
park.
Yeah, true. And there's a lot of talk now about whether we should have sold it in the summer. Or how do you feel about that?
He should have been sold. And I think I read there was another offer for him just recently.
Oh, yes.
I don't know what the team is waiting for, what the club is waiting for. I mean, I was told the club has left it to him to decide.
Yes.
I don't know what he's also waiting for.
Yeah.
He should be gone by now.
He said he wants to stay, but if the club tells him that he should go, he will go.
But if you want to stay, you should do what your coach is telling you to do. You can't want to stay and play the ball you want to play. Give flimsy excuses. We've seen captains like Roy Keane. We've seen captains like Rooney.
Yeah.
So when we look at the caliber of captains we've had in the past, and then we come to Bruno, who's complaining about a referee throwing him off.
Yeah,
so you can't score the penalty.
It's such a long excuse, bro. Like, and also
I couldn't believe my ears.
Another thing Amorim said was that Kobe Mainoo in particular, because now there's a lot of concern about him.
Yeah.
He's not playing at all, and he was saying that he's competing directly with
Bruno for the position. Yeah.
How do you feel about Kobe Mainoo and his future?
I think Kobe should be playing, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he hasn't got the speed, but he's got the technicality. I think if the coach is using him in the correct manner, we'll see the best of him, to be honest. Move Bruno forward. I don't think Bruno is playing in his best position anyway. And Bruno isn't strong enough to be playing the position he's playing.
Yeah.
Alongside Casemiro, to be honest.
I was going to ask you, what's your ideal midfield pairing?
Ideal midfield, that would depend on the formation, to be honest. But with the formation he is playing, I would prefer.
I mean the two, like
between.
We know the attackers.
Okay.
So like the two
in the middle. I think Kobe Mainoo and there's this player. Is it Collier?
Oh really? Collier?
Yes. Oh, he's going on. Okay, I didn't even know.
Oh, okay, so you skip over Ugarte and Casemiro.
My reason is Ugarte and Casemiro are pretty slow. Mainoo is also slow. So you need an athletic player who could go come, has the energy. Okay. Casemiro doesn't have the legs anymore. He's just playing with his experience, which is good.
Yeah.
Ugarte is also a slow player, and he's got a heavy. If you look at his build, he's heavy at the top. So he finds it difficult.
Recovery.
Exactly.
But in terms of the technicality to distribute passes and control the game, I don't think he's that player.
So Mainoo, yes, I think Mainoo is also key to Amorim's system. I don't know why he's holding on.
I think he'll play in the cup game this Wednesday for sure. But Charles is looking very, very. It's not looking good for Kobe Mainoo.
I don't know what the coach's problem is with him. Yes, he doesn't have the speed, but then he's got the technical gift. I always say when Kobe burst onto the scene, we saw what he was able to do, how ETH was using him. Now, I'm not saying the coach should be using him the same way, but you've seen his strengths, so play to his strengths.
Exactly.
I mean, the whole team doesn't have to bend to his strengths, but then in positioning him, I mean, give him the benefit of the doubt, in my opinion.
I agree with you. What about our defense? How do you feel about our defense generally?
I think our defense is solid.
I agree.
In my opinion, our defense, I think Lenny Euro has impressed me so much. I think Matthias De Ligt in the past 2 games, very solid.
I think even last season he had some good performances.
Yes, my only problem is Diogo Dalot. He's always been my problem ever since he got to the club. It's a big problem. And Luke Shaw. Ever since, no, I'm serious. I watched his games and I was like, this guy is he's no player. Trust me, he's not good. There's this notion that he's good going forward. But when they're going forward, I don't see what he does going forward. He doesn't offer any crosses. He doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
To be honest, he just runs and talks a lot. I don't see what he does.
Speaking about end product, how did you feel about the fact that Sesko came on eventually, and we were not even crossing the ball?
No crosses to
like
him.
We have a 6'5" striker in the game, and no one is crossing. They're chasing a win.
That's where the problem is. And I was telling you with Diogo Dalot. He's not producing what people say he's supposed to produce. He's supposed to be going forward and be bad defensively. You're not being good. You're not good defensively, and you're not being good going forward. So the point is, I don't understand exactly what he's doing.
Okay, so before we round up on United, what are your expectations ahead of our next two games, the Cup game and then our next Premier League game?
I think from what we've seen in the past two games, I'm not up to. I can't say I'm happy about how things are going. And with United, I always say I like to keep my expectation low, yes, so I can keep a stable blood pressure.
Yeah. Look for the worst and hope for the best.
Exactly. That's it.
So what about Amorim?
I think they should give him about 5 more games to just see, because how he's going to start, he's definitely going to end. We can't keep lying to ourselves thinking, oh, it was going to get better. Yeah. It's going to get better.
I think as much as a lot of people are talking about, the fact that yes, we should be getting results right away, all of that, you still have to understand that yes, the new players, we don't like it, but they will still take some time to gel.
So the new players in other teams are gelling. I don't understand. I don't see how this is an excuse.
I get you. But you see, like sometimes some systems, maybe some players are not used to some systems. Okay. Like a lot of teams play the formations that we typically know. The one we are playing right now is not really a very common formation, especially in England.
Okay.
You understand? So a lot of the players that
are you sure?
In England, I mean, which other team uses them?
I think Chelsea did.
Yeah, well, but they don't now.
But they won the league with it.
Yes, no, I'm not saying I don't have a problem with the formation. Okay. I'm just saying that the players we may bring in may not be used to that formation.
So why are we bringing them in if they don't fit your? They
can play roles in the system. But in terms of fine, you can bring, let's say, Mbeumo, Cunha, fine. Yeah. They are looking good, right? Okay. By spots. But the midfield, you can clearly see a disconnection there.
Okay,
and if there's that dysfunction, it can affect how good they play. That's what I'm speaking to.
Okay, because my main point is, United weren't scoring enough goals
fast,
and it's continued into the season. The season we haven't scored a goal this season. Sure. The goal we got was an own goal technically, because then the Euros header was going. It was off the mark. Exactly.
It was off target.
So if the guy didn't score the goal for us,
it means
we still have a goal. And that's crazy. When you compare the players we brought in, the Cunha and then how they got him, Sescu should be getting an abundance of goals. That's where the problem is. Let's see. We keep hearing, they almost scored. I mean, we are not looking for almost scored. Another thing people say, the performance was good. Hey, the goals. The performance was good. How?
Arsenal had a bad game, and then they corrected it. Speed, which is a good transition. So
yes.
What do you think about Arsenal and their performance?
Arsenal was scored. By me,
goals.
I'll go back to this. Leeds are Leeds. I think we said this earlier. They are an attacking team. I think they have the confidence of the big boys, but they are not there yet. And they still prefer to attack. They have a set way of playing. So it's going to be easy for teams to, like the top dogs, to constantly open them. So I wasn't expecting anything less, to be honest.
I agree.
I was expecting 4-0, but then they made it 5. Yeah. Leeds has been a team, even when United weren't scoring goals, we were battling them 6-0 and 8-2, and so
I get you.
I mean, it's just still early days, so we are still watching. But Arsenal, it's a Premier League, so we need to give Arsenal their flowers.
They got the job done.
That's it. And
we couldn't get our job done. So hey, listen, credit to Arsenal. Gyökeres scored his 2 goals. He's giving them back to social media. Right? We were laughing at him about
it's a confidence booster for him.
Yes,
let's give at the best time.
At the best time, I agree. And but they have 2 injuries now. Saka
and 2 key injuries. Those 2 guys are.
So now the Eze signing is looking very good now in terms of he's gonna
Initially, I was thinking where Eze was going to fit in the first team. But with these two injuries, I mean, it's clear, he should be starting the next game.
But even let's say Odegaard was still available, I envision him playing alongside Odegaard and Saka.
In the middle. I don't know why I was thinking he was going to go on the flanks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, the front.
Okay.
Like, so, probably
because I think he
Martinelli
plays Martinelli. Yeah, exactly. And then Eze comes up. Okay.
Because when you have a player like that, you
yes,
to play,
true.
right?
That makes sense.
And it's not like Eze cannot play from
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, but with Odegaard and Jet, he'll probably play through the middle now.
Right.
Because, that's probably his preferred position.
Makes sense.
Arsenal's defense, again, solid. Charlie.
I mean, they're the masters of the dark art now. They defend in it. I like, you see, and the defense is always, I'm looking for the right word to use. They are always in sync.
Yeah.
Always. Arsenal's defense is always in sync. With going back to the United game, with the goal we conceded, if you saw the starting position of the goal scorer, that was Smith Rowe. If the defense were in sync, that goal wouldn't have come out.
I would even say it starts from midfield.
Yeah, because he came from the back. Yeah. But Arsenal, these are problems you don't find in Arsenal's defense. Arsenal are in sync, and I think they'll be contenders, but I don't think they're going to win. They always get missing somewhere December, January, they're out of the picture, I just don't have that confidence in them.
Okay. I guess we'll see.
We'll
see how all right, so Chelsea, they started off the weekend 5-0 win. 5-1, right?
I think Chelsea are up there.
Yeah.
They're up there with the favorites. For some funny reason, I don't know, the acquisition of Joao Pedro and how their coach is used. I think Maresca is a very smart manager.
He's a very good
I didn't believe in him when I wasn't sure too, but then Chelsea are very radical. So I was like, hey, this coach, but then it looks like they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
They got their man. He's proven us.
Because he's slowly building a solid team. Chelsea signed a lot of players, but they're also selling well.
Yes.
Getting rid of the ones that out. Only man making for 15 mil to us. That's crazy.
For a player that is even in the first team.
Wasn't even a starter for them. We are struggling to
sell Garnacho for the same price.
Garnacho, Charlie, this is someone who has made so many games, scored so many goals, won the Puskas award as well. If he was from another team, we'll be paying 70 for him.
But that's the price we pay. You should be performing to be able to sell your players at such figures.
But Chelsea are looking good. The one thing I would say is, like you were pointing out, I wonder, Joao Pedro, I think he's solid. But the lap, I'm not really seeing.
I was excited Chelsea bought the lap.
I'm so glad we didn't sign him.
Because United wanted to sign him. I was like, hey.
Because I don't think he would have, mainly because I don't think he would have fit.
I don't think he's a good striker, in my opinion. I don't think
he's still very young
but right now we're looking for guys to bang in the goals.
Exactly.
I'm not looking for potential. Bang the goals. And Joao Pedro, we saw him at Brighton. He made amazingly well at Brighton in a lesser team. So,
I think the lap is, I'm not sure about him. Every time I see him play for Chelsea, I don't know. But
I think he was taken off early in the match. Yeah, I think he was taken off early. I don't think Liam Delap is up there. But maybe, you see, I always say you're always as good as the team you are in. So maybe Chelsea will make him look actually better than he is.
Yes.
That's what I think. Yeah.
When you have an overall good team, it gives the young players an opportunity to really get into the
exactly.
People are not talking about the lap. Nobody's really asking the question, hey, Delap hasn't scored. They're doing also.
They're winning, That's the most important. He's contributing his quota.
Yes, exactly.
So then everyone sees the win, the general.
They
were losing and
everyone started picking.
Everyone picks up really well.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
All right, so let's go to the Etihad City versus Tottenham, which was one of the biggest deceptions. Probably the biggest, right?
The biggest,
Yes. The Liverpool Newcastle one, which is
still not as big as Spurs and City.
The reason why the Liverpool Newcastle one is big is because of the drama. Exactly. So City and
Spurs. So I wasn't surprised Spurs won because I made a point the other day. I love the Spurs coach. He's a very brilliant coach. the way he's been able to let the boys gel in this very early stage. I mean, beating City in your second game of the season, coming to a new club and beating City in your second game is something huge. I don't know how many coaches could do that. And getting Spurs of all people, because Spurs and United were on the same level last season.
Yeah, true.
So to beat City outright, not even 1-1, 2. No, it was 2-0. Like
They were well beaten.
They were well beaten, exactly. The tactics, everything was on point. And I'll still put it down to the manager. I love the Spurs manager. I'd give him the credit, honestly.
Yeah.
Even at Brentford, he was giving City troubles. I think there was one season he beat City twice.
Yeah.
I think a couple of seasons back he beat City twice. Yeah.
Looking for a manager, and he was suggested a lot of
everyone. Yeah, I didn't mind at all. I was routing for he or Eddie Howe, a Newcastle manager. Yes. So I think he punched above his weight at Brentford, and he deserves the Spurs move.
Yeah.
And he's proving why he was chosen, because we are seeing it in the results.
City, does this? I mean, after the opening day, when a lot of people are like, "Oh, City are back," does this loss now make people reconsider?
So I think City always, I think it's been there for a while now. City always starts their seasons slow. Like back in the day, how Ferguson used to start the seasons. I don't know, for some funny reason, they start really slow. And then from February, they can build momentum from December. They will not lose until exactly. So yeah. I don't write them off completely. I can agree their ways have come down. They're not all that now, but I trust them. I know what they can do.
Not like before City is like, okay, that's it. But now it's more like, okay.
Yeah, they are facing opposition.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. All right, so let's get into some of the other teams and some of the other stories from the other teams.
Okay.
Nottingham Forest. There's a lot of
yes.
The manager is doing quite well.
Yeah.
They won their last game, but there's a lot of trouble in the behind the scenes between the manager and the owners, all of that stuff. Do you think that's going to affect their season, or
it always does? What happens in the club always affects the players, and this is something going on between the manager and the owner. I don't know what the actual issue is, but I'm just guessing it's about selling players and the kind of players to buy in. When a player is used to a certain caliber of players, you let him sell his players, and you're not giving him replacements. These are usually the main reason why. You hear of these kind of you could tell from Antonio Conte's time with Spurs and Juventus and the likes. You can't sell my players and expect me to do magic with the players available. I need to get in
and also
the players are leaving
this season.
Yes, so then it's going to be stressful. So I have a feeling that's where the issue is. Yes, but sometimes the owners, depending on who the owner is, he's just thinking of the money he's going to make of the sale of the player, and you continue to do magic. However you do it, there's got nothing to do with it.
Some data play. Eventually, they need to bring in some players, not in because Luis back to the Premier League. There's this player, they got it from Bologna.
Okay.
It was part of Bologna's season.
Okay.
Yeah, so they've got some decent players in there. So we'll see how that goes. Hudson-Odoi is still there.
Yeah, he's actually a good player. I think that's his level. He's shining there. That's why you should just stick to that.
You know what? Aston Villa. I mean, it's not looking good. What are your thoughts on Aston Villa? And they are looking very. They are just looking like nothing is really happening. Yeah. So I don't know. It could be one of those seasons.
I think with Unai Emery too, he has that sort of Guardiola thing where they start seasons very slow. Always in the background. I saw that when he was at Sevilla. He could finish 5th, 6th, but then go on to win the Europa.
Yeah.
He starts seasons very slow. I don't know why. For what particular reason he does that. But then as time goes on, he always picks up. And when he picks up, he turns them into something else. Aston Villa can go ahead and beat anyone and everyone on any day.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So I don't know what the whole issue is or what causes that. But then you can't write him off. I mean, he's an assassin Villa.
Yeah, I just think maybe sometimes when you achieve great things with a group of players,
Yeah.
there are times where you need to get to a point where you need to refresh the squad. I don't think they've done that enough this season, so maybe that could be.
But I think they punched above their weight last season.
True.
In my opinion.
Yes.
Even in the Champions League, they almost took out PSG.
Yeah, they almost did.
They almost took out PSG.
Donnarumma, basically, the one that came.
They almost took out PSG. So I think Aston Villa will come good. I mean, I'm not really worried.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll just give it.
Yeah, let's see how the weeks.
A team that should be worried, maybe West Ham.
You go and take a comedian as your coach. That guy's, I've never liked that coach. I don't think he's a good coach anyway.
Oh, okay.
I think he did well at Brighton, and that's his level. There are coaches where, example, like let me go back to Espirito Santo.
Yeah.
He couldn't perform at Spurs. Yeah. Sometimes there are clubs that are way above your grade. So with Nottingham Forest, the expectation isn't so high. So if he's even fifth or sixth, people think he's punching above his weight. If you are sixth in Spurs, you could be sacked. You could be sacked. Yeah. You get me? So I think everyone should just understand where their level is.
Basically, like Wolves have been in the Premier League for a long time. Nuno is a big part of Wolves.
Yes.
Mainstay in the Premier League.
So you see, with Wolves like this, probably coming into the season, their target is to just avoid relegation. That's all.
Yes.
They're not looking to win the Champions League. Yes. So if like that, and that's why with Brighton, when we come back to the West Ham coach, Graham Potter, Brighton, I think he was 11th or 10th, and everyone was singing his praises. Because he's 11th. That's the highest they've ever been, or something of that sort. Go to Chelsea and the likes and want to be 10th. I mean, that's his level. You should stick to that. West Ham is going to go on relegation. I'm saying it. I'm saying it. West Ham. With what I've seen, I mean, you sell Kudus and you don't replace him with that level of quality, that quality of player. Yeah, calling for fun.
West Ham is basically pass the ball to Bowen and let him take it from there.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
That's trouble.
Yeah.
If you're going to be selling player, and they made a profit of Kudus.
Yeah.
So you could have equally gone in for
reinforcements. Yeah.
That's all. Because you're already shaky.
A lot of people are saying that West Ham do this thing where when they are successful a little bit, then they start to want to punch above their weight. It's like we deserve to have a world-class manager and playing in Europe, and then they go and bring a manager that they think is going to do that for them. Like they had David Moyes, and they go impatient, and then they let him go. And now I think they would want Moyes back if they had the opportunity, right?
Now, if you let Moyes go and you are West Ham, looking at what's happening right now, you might as well pray you just avoid relegation.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the coaches are going to bring in
Sean Dyche.
Everyone says it. Yeah. I mean, the coaches don't go onto the field. There's the players. If you don't have quality players, there's nothing you can do about it.
True.
Absolutely nothing. And you look at the players in West Ham, they've got these two. Is it Matty Cash? His football is so funny, in my opinion. It's always coming back. But then the one chance he gets to go for it, he gives a good crossing. And then he's always returning. Anytime he sees the ball is going backward. Like, how do you even expect to score goals like this? How? To cross balls in for their defender. They've got this midfielder. He's always heading balls. All his goals are headed goals. That's it.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't get a corner, that means you're not going to score a goal. How?
One of my friends was like, West Ham want to play beautiful football with Suchek.
No, that's true. How? How do you do that? I mean, they've got a good forward in Bowen. I like him.
I'm surprised he's still on West Ham.
He and Paqueta. If you watch the match over the weekend, all passes were between them.
The two of them.
When the two of them play amongst each other, between themselves, they're able to progress with the ball.
I get you. Yeah.
Now, aside that, that's the only quality they have in a team.
Unfortunately.
2 out of 11. You're not going to make it.
So, with other, like, Sunderland were brought down back to earth. You said it.
Yes, I mentioned.
It was always good. But then Baleba as well was hooked after the first half. a lot of people are saying, Charlie, he started believing too much. Like the United thing, Charlie, maybe it's gone to his head. But hey,
But things aren't looking good for Brighton too. I'm not seeing what they are doing this season so far.
They lost. You see, if you look at the starting lineup, they've lost a lot of João Pedro and things like that. It doesn't look like they have replaced those types of players with the quality that matches.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They bought a few players here and there, some left back, the Koipa, and a few players, but you wonder if it's the same.
If you're going to, I think they're buying players with the aim of they're buying players with potential.
The holy trinity of Zaha, Eze, what's his name?
The guy that was Bayern Munich. Olise.
Yes, Olise is gone now. So, Palace, do you think that they're going to be fine? I think they'll be. Yeah, I think they'll be fine. They still got quality. I think McGahey was scheduled. I think Liverpool wanted to sign him, but he's still hoping. But he's still there. He's still at Crystal Palace. I think they've got the quality, and they've been a tight group for a long time. Yes.
If you look at the players there, they've been playing together for quite a while now. So I think they'll be fine.
Yeah,
they'll be fine. They'll stay up. Maybe they won't push into
the European places
and the over relegation. Probably mid-table. Maybe they should be fine.
Yeah.
I think they'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay, so finally on the Premier League, managers who are in the hot seat: Graham Potter, like you mentioned,
Amorim.
Ruben Amorim, and who else? No. There's that thing.
Yes, but yeah. I'll put.
Who do you think will go first?
I think Potter will go first.
I agree. Yeah.
Then Amorim, if he doesn't sit up.
I agree. Yeah. All right. So that's it for the Premier League. Let's dive into the rest of Europe.
Okay. Yeah.
But before we do that, guys, please follow us on all socials as Good Angle Sports. Please subscribe to Good Angle Sports on YouTube. Okay, and then leave us comments and like the video. Okay.